Hi, people, I'm Peepo. So, have you ever wondered why flowers are so freaking evil all the time? Yeah, me too. Apparently, flowers just aren't good people. Stop smelling them. So, today we're going to be talking about Dandy's World. Dandy's World is a Roblox game. It's very complicated to explain one. Basically, there is 8 teammates in it, and with these 8 teammates, you go on to an elevator and you go progress through floors. And as you progress through floors, things get harder. You got to complete more machines, and then there's these twisteds trying to kill you, and you are some sort of inanimate object character that was made by a developer named Quell. Quell is amazing, amazing person. Terrible game. I'm just gonna throw that out there now. There is a reason why this is the first video in the series. I gotta get the bad shit out. This is also gonna be a new series, Game Rants. So hell yeah for that. Game Rants! Woo! Alright. These are kind of off of the real life topics now. We're just gonna be talking specifically about certain video games. And this one is Dandy's World. So, now that I've explained kind of what Dandy's World is, if you want to know more, if you wish to know more, if you wish to know about any of the characters, I would recommend using Google or going onto Roblox and playing it. Currently, it supports basically every platform to my knowledge, so go forth, my child. Be free! But, with that being said, this game is pretty sucky. It is very heavily RNG based. The characters' personalities barely exist. They are just like one personality trait stuffed into this like one major thing, and then they call it a day. And it's pretty sad, honestly. But that's how it is. That's how I do Beto. So, with that being said, currently, the game is working on many other changes, so that's always really nice. The game being worked on for changes. Some tunes are getting buffed. Some tunes are getting new animations. They might be getting nerfs even eventually, though I really heavily doubt that. Twisteds are non-playable characters, by the way. They are AI. They're non-playable. So you're playing as these like only the ones that are normal. Um, so yeah, that's fun. Yeah. Um, so Dandy's World has multiple issues that I wish to talk about, and as well as multiple good things that I wish to talk about as well. We're gonna start off with the bad things so we can end this super awesome video with a great note. So, Danny's World. Bad things. Let's start off with the balance. It does not exist. It is so far out there. This game is such an RNG heavy game. If you don't know what RNG is, it's random number generator. That is to say, it is completely random. Everything Dandy's World is completely random. Sometimes you'll survive like 100 floors, which takes a while, and not even I've done that before. My max is currently 30. But it's just that the game is so heavily RNG that there's nothing about it, you know? There's no skill to it. It's all just RNG. And then it's not to mention with what low skill expression there is. You can meet like a bunch of people that know exactly what they're doing, and they'll get the same results as people who have just started playing the game. Albeit, I'm going to assume that the people who just started playing the game know the common sense of the game, which, by the way, is go behind walls to not get hurt. To lose the twisted, you gotta go behind walls and stuff. And what the running buttons are and stuff like that. Controls and how to play. Alright, we're assuming that with the new players. They are the complete same. They'll get like the completely same result, all because one of them got like Twisted Pebble and the other one got super nice, chill stuff. The newer players who wouldn't know what they're doing against like a Twisted Pebble, don't ever get them, and so they don't ever have to deal with that or learn what they're like. The only skill expression really is learning what the Twisteds are like and how to deal with them, as well as who your favorite tune is to play, and learning how to use your ability to help your team. That is like the most skill expression there is. Until then, is complete RNG on how your game goes. It's actually miserable. I would show you a game, but for some reason my OBS studio does not want to work and I cannot record my screen at all. So, I'm sorry about that. Don't sue. And don't call the cops. Anyway, another really bad thing is just how dumbed down the characters are. Um, like, they have one personality trait, and then that's their whole personality, as if they don't even have a personality. And my friend has said that, yeah, no, they just don't have personalities. Because they're just one trait, and then it's like the end of the day. Let's take one of the characters, for example. I've actually got a wheel for the... Oh, shit. Right, my phone's charging. Never mind. Can't do that. We're gonna just think of a random tune, alright? We're gonna go with my favorite, Razzle and Dazzle. Razzle is constantly super happy. Dazzle is constantly super depressed and doesn't like life. Um... that's it. That's it, my friends. Well, that's Razzle and Dazzle. That's Razzle and Dazzle. That's my favorite tune, by the way. um, the main character of the game, by the way, Dandy, is not a playable character. I just want to mention that now. You cannot play the super cool rainbow flower guy. Not a playable tune. Quell has decided that that should not be playable. So, that's that for the complaints that I have. Okay, wait, no, it isn't. Did I talk about balance? I think I talked about balance, but in case I haven't, basically there's a bunch of tunes and a bunch of trinkets that are just tremendously weaker than others that are tremendously stronger. Well, you could say that for almost any game, really. I think this game, it's especially prominent. Like, the difference between the movement speed trinkets and stealth trinkets is so absurdly high. Like, it's not even funny. The difference is just wild as hell. It's depressing, to say the least. So with that, let's talk about the good stuff. There's not actually much to say here. But I will say that the character designs are really cute, and I just really wish they had more personality to them. I don't care if, and there's also a bunch of bugs, by the way, and the balance is terrible and all that, and because of that, I just really wish we'd have an Operation Health. But, if you don't know what Operation Health is, it's something Rainbow Six Siege did. I'll probably do a rant on that later, but since I haven't played in a while, maybe not. But yeah, that game did a bunch of bug fixes, balance changes, and they didn't add a single character, and that was for like an entire chapters. Just that alone. And I kinda wish that Dandy's World had something similar. And they can do that more frequently. Like you don't need to be constantly changing how people, how the characters in the game are acting and stuff. I get it. We're trying to oh, what was the word they used? I forget, but we're trying to fix a bunch of the people's animations currently, and that's what Quell's focused on, as well as getting them more skins and stuff, and it's like, no one is worried about that. Everyone wants to worry about how to play the fucking game. I would love to play the fucking game. But that aside, I think the biggest takeaway for Dandy's World, the biggest thing that I love it so much for myself, aside from just constantly gambling, because that's how the game is, my favorite part is definitely the characters. Albeit I just said that they have like no personality, but I like the way they're so exaggerated because they're tunes. They're not meant to have a full-on personality, right? Like a basket flower that was created, a basket of flowers that was created by some people. Obviously, she's not going to have a super large personality. Bassie doesn't, for the record. But she's, I mean, she does of like the bunch of tunes. She's got quite the personality going. But I would like to say that overall, you would think that a basket full of flowers that was created by a bunch of people meant to entertain children is not going to have a big personality. I actually like the aspect that they don't have much of a personality at all because of that. They don't need a personality if they're already like created by people to entertain children. That's the point of the tunes, is entertainment for children. It is a cartoon. Dandy's World is based as a cartoon. So they're not meant to have super large personalities. Albeit they could definitely have a little more, but I mean, I think it's perfectly fine for a 1900s cartoon. And before you ask, no, Dandy's World is not actually a cartoon. It's a game that is based as a cartoon. So I actually really like the characters. Not to mention the character designs are all super cute, and the skins also look pretty freaking nice at times. So that's what I really like about it. And some of the people in that game are actually fun. There is no like one way to play the game. You can play it how you wish to. And no matter what, there will always be someone out there that is willing to support it. Of course, the community of the game sucks. I've already talked about how game communities suck, and I'm not going to be changing my mind anytime soon. But I'm sure there is someone out there who would be playing the game the same way you are, whoever you may be. Maybe you're just playing specifically with one person, and if you would absolutely never play this game with anyone else. I have a friend exactly like that. I'm calling you out, but I'm not going to say your name, so I'm actually not calling you out. But I know you're watching this. Hi. I have a friend who literally only plays the game with me. Will not play the game solo at all whatsoever. Only with me. Which, alright. You do you, man. You do you. I whatsoever do not mind. I don't care. He's playing the game with me. I'm happy with that. I mean, you play the game how you want to. It's a video game, right? And with Dandy's World, there is no one way you can play the game. Like, you're not stuck doing one thing. You can do so many different things, which I also really like. If you want to try to get to the highest floor, competitively play Dandy's World, be my guest. Play the strongest tune imaginable. Bring the strongest trinkets. Try to get to the highest floor you can. Maybe you want to, maybe you don't care about, going as high as you can. You just want to play your favorite person and have a pretty decent time. Hi, that's me. Go ahead, play your favorite tune. Maybe bring some trinkets so you can live a little longer. Maybe just bring your favorite trinkets while you're at it. If you don't know what trinkets are, again, please research the game. I highly advise that when I make these rants that you research the game if you've never played the game or heard of it or whatever. But I mean, until then, there's so much to do in Dandy's World that you can do. There's even a roleplay mode if you'd like, so you don't have to actually full on play the game. Like, you can, in fact, just do what you want. At the end of the day, you can really do that with any game, and no one should be getting mad at you. But I think Dandy's World is one of those games where that's, especially prominent. Like, in Destiny 2, you've got to shoot stuff constantly, right? You're constantly shooting stuff. That is how you have to play the game. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to shoot stuff. If you don't like that, you can quit the game. But with Dandy's World, you don't shoot stuff. I can guarantee that. But, you can let your imagination run. Think of how you want to play the game and play the game that way. That is what Dandy's World is. That's what I love about it, aside from the characters and how simplistic they are. Stupidly simplistic. But, I also love that the game is able to be played however you wish it to be played. If you're not a sweat and you want the game to be just a laid-back, kind of chillax game, go for it, man. No one's freaking stopping you. No one except the community. Okay, well, that's everyone, but, I'm not going to stop you, and some people in the community are actually sensible. Anyway, I think that's it for this rant. I've talked about what I like and dislike. And I'm happy that Quell is currently working on the game and trying to make it better. Albeit there is definitely more that she could do for certain for like everyone. There is a lot that she can do. I just really wish she would stop releasing characters and focus on optimizing the game. And optimization was the word I was looking for earlier. If you remember that one, I was like, what was that word? Whatever. They're trying to like make the game better. It's optimize. She's trying to optimize certain tunes, animations, and stuff. But I wish that she would just take her time to optimize the balance and the tunes, animations, and stuff, and would just stop releasing characters. I mean, I don't care how much longer it takes to finish the game up. I just really want that for us. I just want the whole game to be optimized better and for Quell to make an Operation Health. I doubt it's ever gonna reach Quell. I doubt it really is gonna go anywhere. My videos don't go that far. Mostly people from my school watch this. High school people, if you want to play Dandy's World, go ahead. Be my guest. Try my horrendous games that I play myself. But hey, Quell, if this does somehow reach you, please stop releasing tunes and have an Operation Health. Make what we currently have better so more people are enticed to play the game. Because currently, I think that is what we're looking at right now. And I've seen what you did the last update. You didn't release a single character. You released a bunch of skins. You optimized a single character. And you gave some buffs to certain tunes. And you also added 3 maps. That is brilliant. I don't want the new maps, though. I want everything else. No, not even the skins. I just want the optimization and the buffs, okay? Buffs, nerfs, and optimizations. That is all I want. I think that's all the whole community wants. I don't care if they say they want a new tune, and because if they don't get a new tune, then they don't have a reason to play the game. Yes, you do. You gotta test all the new shit, okay? Just please, Quell, if this does reach you, just focus on the optimizations for now. Buffs, nerfs, and optimizing the animations and stuff. That is what we are looking for right now. That is what we are looking for. Until then, that's the rant for sure now. Actually, seriously. This is actually a longer one. I have a lot more to talk about when it's a game that I am currently very interested in. This is one of my hyperfixations. So goodbye, people. Out goes Peepo. Try or don't try this game. Either way, please have fun.